Susan from Lifescape.com at Ice Theater of New York's 2008 Benefit Gala. The event honored two-time Olympian Nancy Kerrigan, and I had a chance to catch up with her at the gala. Looking back on your career and the retrospective, is there a favorite program that you have that would give you as much pleasure to do it now as it did back?
I could never do any of them now the way I did.
Well, professional and and amateur career.
Well, as an amateur, I think going the Olympics in '94, my skating was the best that I could have asked out of myself, and in such a difficult situation. I'm so extremely proud of myself for how I was able to handle all that. And it seems, I can say that now because it seems like a whole different person almost. You know, it was such a long time ago. But as a pro, I've had so many amazing opportunities to skate in different shows and in movies and all kinds of stuff, but I think my favorite would be Footloose on ice. Actually, I was talking with Scott Davis, who played opposite me in the show, and he said, I would have done that 12 more years. It was so much fun. We had a great time, and I've made so many amazing friends over all these years of skating. Like I said, from doing Champions on Ice for like 14 years, a lot of them are champions and skaters that people have heard of, but there's so many other amazing skaters that I've been lucky enough to work with as well that not necessarily have the same recognition, but are truly talented, and I've learned from all of them.
Nancy surprised the audience when she came out to skate in the finale number Footloose on Ice.
Great world and Olympic competitor who then went on to be a professional skater, a producer, and is now working with the Ice Network as a commentator. So obviously that love for skating is deep in her soul. So those are the kind of qualities that we look for in an honoree.
I listen to you on Ice Network. I listen to your commentary, watch you on Nancy Kerrigan's World of Skating. What's been the biggest challenge making that transition from skating every day and competing to talking about skating?
Well, I think I'm very lucky in that, I guess it's really a sort of a weird thing, but my mom not being able to see, I've always had to explain things in great detail to her. And so I think that helps me in my commentary and allows me to say things that maybe commentators in the past haven't thought how to express something. And that's maybe because of my mom. And I don't know, I guess at first, after being competitive, it was hard for me. How much do I have to train, really, to do shows, and how much do I have to do that? But to transition into, it just sort of was a natural thing to transition into commentary, and I worked with Lifetime for a few years before getting with the Ice Network and with my Comcast show, and so it's something I love, to be able to still be a part of the sport and not always put my skates on. It's amazing to be able to talk about skating, because I do love it. Do you have any particular current skaters that you think, oh my goodness, It's amazing because there's so many skaters, even the girl like Tuba who came in 10th place, she's there for a reason, because she's still the best from her country. And even in the nationals, the skaters that are near the back, there's something always about each one of the skaters that I can find so much joy in watching, because they might not be the best jumpers or the best spinners, but their spirals are gorgeous, or even just the stroking or something. So not everybody can be at the top, but they're all there for a reason, and everybody can make a mistake. And I try, I guess, in the commentary to appreciate that, even though some days might be rough, or there's moments that are hard, that there's something good in all of their skating. And if even if it's a hard day for someone, they can go home and learn from it. I had all those bad days and those tough times too. You don't get somewhere like to the top and to the Olympics without having a lot of those as well. So I feel very lucky to be able to comment, and hopefully I don't hurt anyone's feelings, because that's never my intention. It's always to, even with comments that might sound negative, is to maybe try and help them.
Where can we see you perform next, whether live or on television?
I'm actually doing a Christmas show in Las Vegas, November 11th. So that's soon. I just did a television show, Christy Yamaguchi's Family and Friends, and that's on NBC on November 1st. with my children, and because it's family and friends. I did one number with my oldest, Matthew, who's taking skating lessons, and then one number with all three of the kids. So it was an interesting dynamic to not just have to worry about my own costume and making sure my skates are on, but children's skates are tied and clothes are on, and my daughter's shoes not falling off. Because 5 months old, they're always falling off, so it's
Now, 5 months.
different.
Your baby's 5 months.
Yes.
How did you get back in shape? How did you get back?
I don't feel like I'm really quite back in shape yet. I feel still a little weaker than I would like to be to perform, but I don't think anyone's watching me on that show. I think they're all watching the kids. But it's a lot of work. I think, you have a baby. It's really more than 9 months to have the child and go through those changes physically. It takes at least that to get back. So I'm not all the way into a shape I'd like to be, but hopefully I have enough experience performing that I can perform well and entertain, because at my age and so long after my competitive career, I don't think anyone expects me to go out there and be doing triples everywhere or anything. They really, hopefully, I think, just want to be entertained. So I hope.
I got the sense from listening to your speech that you're a really, really hands-on mom.
Yeah, well, we have a babysitter when my cousin's home sometimes, but she's in her third year in college, so she's hardly ever even around. And my parents, we'll drop off our kids for 2 hours to run to a movie or something, but my mom and dad take care of the kids now and then. I go to an ice rink where I first started skating for about an hour, 3 days a week. So, well, my middle one's at preschool, so my dad has one when my mom's working out, the little baby Nicole to watch while I'm practice for a little bit and then come back. So we try to limit it so that they're grandparents. They don't have to take care of them all the time, but I'm lucky that they are still so supportive.
Are you surprised that, we all still love Nancy Kerrigan? Because you look surprised, but we don't understand why you're so surprised.
I know. I guess I shouldn't be so surprised, but because it sort of happens and people recognize me pretty much wherever.
And you said that's still weird when people.
Well, that was in a video. That was a while ago, but it's still.
Now you're used to it.
I'm used to it, but it's still amazing, I think, that there's so many things that have happened in the world that I don't know, that people think of me so fondly. It's amazing. I'm a very lucky person. I guess the main reason I'm here is because, and why I stood on podiums many times, I stood there alone, but I was never, ever alone. I'm sorry. I stood on the podium with my family, my friends. I never got anywhere by myself. It took a whole team of people. Paul, coaches, right from the beginning. I had Teresa Martin, who instilled great basics with me, and actually more than basics, but when she had to move away with her husband, she gave me to Denise Cahill and thought she was the best one for me at the time where I was training in Boston. And then when Denise had to move away, she gave me to Ebby and Mary. I'm so blessed to never have to pick a coach and go through those struggles and try something new. Everyone has always taken care of me in my skating and believed so much in me, and I am just very, very fortunate to have that.